Hey guys, it's Nick, and Marc-Andre Fleury is a Chicago Blackhawk. Well, maybe. Yeah, Marc-Andre Fleury is a Chicago Blackhawk, but there are things with it. The Hawks today made a trade with the Vegas Golden Knights, and that means starting goaltender, reigning Vezina Trophy winner, Marc-Andre Fleury has been traded to the Chicago Blackhawks. There was rumor and speculation the Hawks may be in the market to maybe acquire Marc-Andre Fleury from Vegas. But the trade came down today, and it happened. The Hawks acquired Marc-Andre Fleury from the Vegas Golden Knights for Michael Harkinen. Michael Harkinen got traded for Vezina winner Marc-Andre Fleury. But Marc-Andre Fleury today found out that he was traded via Twitter. The Vegas Golden Knights did not contact him to tell him he was getting traded. So, Fleury is now going to be discussing with his family about his future. Meaning, there's a potential Fleury is retiring, and the Hawks don't get him. This came out from Fleury's agent on Twitter. He stated that Fleury will discuss his future with his family. Okay, that's fine, but this does kind of suck. The Hawks get Marc-Andre Fleury, and then a potential of him not coming to play with us. Okay. So, right now, we're in limbo. What is going on with Marc-Andre Fleury? A day before the NHL free agency happens. So, did the Hawks just get Marc-Andre Fleury with that $7 million cap hit and have a chance to not get a goalie tomorrow in free agency? Well, that's a potential. The Hawks got Marc-Andre Fleury, and he could retire. But does that cap hit of $7 million affect the Hawks if he does retire? Well, no, it doesn't. It actually gets voided, which is a good thing. But hopefully Fleury does get to play with the Hawks between the pipes, because that would be great. Him tandeming with Kevin Lankinen. Lankinen gets to learn from a Vezina winner and 3-time Stanley Cup champion netminder. That would be insane. He couldn't get that chance to learn from Corey Crawford, because Crawford did leave via free agency last year to the New Jersey Devils. Then he ultimately decided to retire in training camp. So, hopefully, Marc-Andre Fleury does decide to come to Chicago to play with the Chicago Blackhawks. It would be great to see him between the pipes, because at that point, you know who our number one starting goaltender is next season. Marc-Andre Fleury, and then backed up by Kevin Lankinen. Lankinen would get to learn from a great goaltender. The last time a goaltender who won the Vezina Trophy, I do believe, was about 20 years ago, and that was being Hall of Famer, and in my opinion, the best goalie in NHL history, Dominic Hasek. Fleury being traded after winning a Vezina and still being very good at his age it would be great to see him between the pipes. I've always liked Marc-Andre Fleury. His time in Pittsburgh, he was honestly my favorite player on Pittsburgh because, frankly, I did not care for any of the Penguin players. When he was in Vegas, probably my favorite player, and then it became they had one of my favorite tandems after the Blackhawks traded Robin Leonard to Vegas for Malcolm Subban. And after Leonard got traded to Vegas, it seemed like Peter DeBoer came in favor for the younger goaltender and Leonard over their future Vezzia winner in Marc-Andre Fleury. Leonard this past season had injury issue. Then Fleury had the net and ran with it and won the Vezzia trophy for the best goalie in the NHL. Hopefully, Fleury does come back and play with the Chicago Blackhawks. Play with a chip on his shoulder and try to help the team get back to the playoffs. It would be great to see Fleury in net for the Chicago Blackhawks, as I've already mentioned. But if he does retire, that's $7 million of salary cap does not affect the Hawks at all. So that's, I guess, okay. And with this trade, the Hawks really don't give up much other than if Fleury plays with us, we gave up $7 million in salary cap. And if he doesn't, the salary cap doesn't get affected. That's the thing. The Hawks in this spot kind of has the one at this. It kind of has them in a point where they had a potential of a win of a trade, even if Fleury doesn't play with the Blackhawks. I would love to see it happen. I hope it does, but there could be another thing. Maybe Fleury doesn't want to play with the Hawks. Maybe he doesn't want to retire. But what if he asks the Blackhawks to try and trade him to his former team that drafted him and he won 3 Stanley Cups with? Yes, that's a speculation too. What if he gets traded to the Pittsburgh Penguins? But who knows? That's just a speculation. But with the talk that Fleury could retire, it sucks to see. Hopefully it doesn't happen. I would really do love to see Fleury between the pipes for the Chicago Blackhawks. So, I want to hear what your thoughts are on this trade the Chicago Blackhawks made today with the Vegas Golden Knights acquiring Marc-Andre Fleury. And what's your thoughts on Fleury potentially retiring if he doesn't want to come to Chicago? Or maybe the speculations of him getting flipped by the Blackhawks. Who knows? I want to hear what your thoughts are on all that. And thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, let's go Hawks. And hopefully Fleury plays.